Welcome back, all you lovely kings, queens, and in-betweens to the channel, where soon you will be able to see our table, where we have on display 3 separate starter kits slash a global series, which is basically a starter kit, but they don't call it that. It's just marketing, I guess. We are going to take some time to play these and give a little review, because I feel like starter kits are things that kind of get neglected in the Magic community. So we are going to give them a little love. We're going to talk about the global series, which is, I think, based on Chinese mythology. It has Jiang Yanggu and Yanling. I probably pronounced that really poorly. The starter kit from 2022 Arena, and then the more recent Lord of the Rings starter kit. I think we're going to go in order of release, which means we will be starting with the global series, which came out in 2018. This one introduced some new planeswalkers and cards with a Asiatic theme, Chinese art specifically, and Chinese mythology specifically. So without any further ado, I'm just going to show off the box a little bit and read the back, which says, 2 strange journeys intertwined by fate. Jiang Yanggu wanders the world accompanied by his faithful companion Mowu. We know Mowu. Searching for clues to a past he can't remember, Yanling, an enigmatic storm mage, remembers her tragic past all too clearly, but will never give up hope of saving those she loves. When their paths collide on a sacred magical mountain, they realize they both may be caught up in a greater mystery than they ever imagined. So each of the included decks was designed for Magic players in China and features new cards and characters created by Chinese writers, artists, and folklorists. The global series shares diverse expressions of Magic with players around the world. So it has 2 60-card decks, including 2 premium Planeswalker cards, 1 premium double-sided token, and 1 informational insert. So I'm pretty excited to play this. I was really drawn to it because of the art. I don't think we're going to get anything special in terms of cards other than the Planeswalkers themselves and like the main 2 featured cards they have in each starter deck or global series. But we'll find out because we're going to let you know what we think. Oh, that's pretty. Look at the pretty art. Opens like a little pamphlet all about them. But I feel like people don't read that. They don't care. They just want to play Magic.
You could throw it up on the camera just so if people want to, they can read it.
Slowly ascend toward the sky.
I assume we're not sleeving these.
No, we are not.
Sense of time.
I don't like these things average anywhere from like $10 to $15, $20 on a bad day.
Oh.
So you're going to get to play the guy with his puppy, and I'm going to play the girl deck because I want to.
Half all creatures your opponents can totally trigger after this turn. Wow. You drop that, you are definitely not getting that ultimate off.
Yeah, I think the just cursory glance at the 2 face cards at this point, like mine's a little more expensive, harder to get off, but mine has a better effect than yours in terms of the ult and general abilities. We're just gonna...
I looked at this and I did not expect it to be... Oh. It also would be helpful if my microphone was in front of me, but...
That would be helpful.
I did not expect this to be green-red.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I just didn't. It didn't look like a green-red type of planeswalker.
Well, I have blue and white. So I don't think this match is going to take very long. I feel like in our limited experience with starter kits and things like this, where it's just 2 very basic...
Crush you?
Well, yes, I get crushed generally when we're on camera, but like I don't think these are designed to have matches that last, like an hour. Or
it's also standard, so...
Whatever.
Not standard, but 20 life Magic. And we don't have automatic access to the planeswalkers.
No.
So...
It's not like Commander.
It's not like Commander.
Hopefully, we enjoy ourselves.
We may play the starter deck and never see the face Commander or the face card.
Well, yeah, it's basically the same idea. They got to sell the deck somehow, so they're like, what's most likely to sell? Let's make a really cool-looking female planeswalker. And let's just make, a more accessible and friendly-looking Jolly Boy.
Jolly Boy.
He does look like a Jolly Boy. You can't see now to confirm, but he is a Jolly Boy.
So weird. Pile shuffling without sleeves.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I will play this hand. Would you care to go first or second?
Well, you've already looked at your hand. But
that's right. I cheated. I'm sorry.
I will
yes.
let you decide if you want to go first. I would like to go second anyway. So
Okay, so I will play a plane. I can... Standard, I do draw a card or I don't. That's what I thought. Okay.
not even in one-on-one Commander do you draw a card.
That's true. That I knew, though, because we play that much more often. So I, in fact, played my planes, and I am passing my turn.
Holy crap.
Wait,
the stuff in this deck
actually-
is expensive.
Yeah. Maybe you just got unlucky. I feel like they're not designed to have expensive things in the deck. So...
I meant expensive mana-wise.
Yeah, I know what you meant.
Okay, so I play green.
Did you draw a card?
Oh,
Draw a monster
I'm still
card,
probably going to draw green. Okay, I play green.
That's it?
Yeah.
I draw a card. I'm going to play another planes. I'm going to tap 2 planes to put Colorful Fey Sparrow on this guy.
Colorful
it just has,
Fair Sparrow.
It's really pretty. Look at the plumage on that burb.
That's
Nice
the
plumage
burb.
on the burb.
That is certainly a burb. It has a beak and wings.
And it has flying. So
Yeah.
very burb. That's all for me.
Okay, I'm going to. I like these 2 of these cards that I have in my hand.
But I'm waiting for the butt,
I'm
man.
gonna draw. Oh. Okay. Oh, that is not a creature. I'm gonna play red.
Oh my.
And I'm going to pass my turn.
You have the gruelies. The gruely doolies.
I do have the gruelies, and my gruel is on point.
Okay.
I don't remember how much my planeswalker cost.
It was 5, I think.
You're 5.
I'm going to tap this.
Ooh, you have a 9-tail white fox in there that looks really cool.
We'll show it off if it doesn't come up during play. I'm going to play Quillen's Blessing. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn.
That's gross.
And then I'm going to swing with my flyer for a total of 3. We're going to play aggressively today because I never learn in regular Magic. I'm going to pass my turn, by the way.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Forest. Well.
Just a forest? Are you getting like all lands?
No.
The opposite.
I have expensive creatures that I can't cast.
I think they try to match them pretty well, so you might have just drawn into your more expensive stuff to start.
Reckless Pangolin gets +1/+1 until end of turn when it attacks.
Oh.
So
watch out, yo.
that seems kind of weird that you would just make it 3/3. I mean, I guess it's not 3/3 when it blocks, but and you have a flyer, which is awesome. We love that for me.
That it?
Yeah, pass.
Oh, darling Clementine. Okay, I'm going to play another island. I'm going to tap my island and my planes to play Moon-Eating Dog. As long as you control a Yanling planeswalker, which I do not currently, Moon-Eating Dog has flying. So it can't fly right now. It looks a little horsey on the bottom. I'm going to say that. It looks a little horsey on the bottom. And then I'm going to swing at you for 1 with my flyer. Oh, Jeremy, things are looking bad for you, my friend. We've already ticked away at 1/5 of your life.
That is true.
Oh, I passed, by the way.
That is a
obviously.
thing that is happening.
Yeah.
I am going to untap. I'm going to upkeep and I'm going to draw.
You've got this, man. You've got this.
I'm going to play a mountain.
Mountains are nice. Very nice lands. I do like the
And
lands in this so far. They're very pretty art-wise.
I am going to swing at you with my... now it becomes a 3/3 when it attacks. Wait, I can't.
What?
I'm going to tap 3 first because this is a sorcery, not an instant for whatever reason, because starter decks have to be bad. I'm going to swing at you now after buffing it by 4/4 and gaining a trample.
I'm going to block with my moon-eating dog to eat some of that damage. My poor puppy. It just
so
came
you will
out.
take 4.
Yeah, I will take 4 damage. Now we're tied. How dare you, Jeremy? That's
Had to even it up.
a crime.
Yeah, because like this would be a good card if it was instant speed. And I played it like it was a good card. I'm sorry.
Oh, so now it's just a mediocre card at best. You hurt its feelings, man. That's
Oh,
your
it's
turn.
absolutely a mediocre card because the instant version of it isn't even that good of a card.
My turn?
Yes.
Okay. My burb untaps. I'm going to play a plains. I'm going to tap all my things
No.
to put another moon-eating dog.
What the frick?
Yeah, that's the thing I'm not used to as someone who plays so much Commander, just seeing like
Multiple of
repeat
the
cards.
same.
But look, it's got like, it looks like it has a main because of the moon coloration in the background. It looks very horsey to me. Then I'm going to pay my last white to give this +2/+2 and swing at you again.
What the frick?
There has to be something they gave you to deal with that. Otherwise, these would be wildly unbalanced decks. You have to have some flyers.
I'm sure
or
I
something
probably
with
have reach, but I do not currently have it in my hand.
That's
so.
my turn because I am tapped out.
Oh, yay.
Is it a land?
No, it's another reckless pangolin.
I mean,
what do I have? 4?
you've got 4 manas. I've got 5. I also went a turn ahead of you, so I should have the extra
Okay,
one.
I'm going to tap 3, and I'm going to play Journey for the Elixir. I'm going to search my library and or graveyard for a basic land card and a card named Jiang Yanggu, which I believe is my Planeswalker, which is on the bottom of my deck. The bottom card of my deck was my face card.
You're doing great, man.
I'm going to grab it. It goes into my hand because this is a bad card. And put it into my hand. This 5-cost Planeswalker into my hand that I cannot cast, and currently do not have the mana to cast even next turn. And I will grab
basic land, I think it said.
basic land. Well, I mean it's either a forest or a thing, but I'm going to grab a forest.
For us.
And it also does not go onto the battlefield. It goes into my hand because this is a bad card.
But you
So I
do.
just grabbed the bottom 2 cards of my deck.
And then you get to play a land for turn.
Yes.
That's kind of weird, though, that it had ramp, but you couldn't even, like, really ramp.
I mean, granted, it's going to grab you a Planeswalker. So, like, if you're a Planeswalker, but it's only that Planeswalker specifically.
I wonder if there are other printings of it.
What were like ones that are for other? I don't know if I've encountered. I'm sure there has to be, but
I mean, there are a few different versions of Moo Yanling, which aren't from this. Moo. They call her Yanling. I wonder if they did the inversion that they do with a lot of like foreign names where the last name comes before the first, like when they write it out in English. Because I feel like they wouldn't call her a Yanling Planeswalker unless Yanling was actually her first name, but maybe I'm just deluding myself.
I'm going to swing at you with the Reckless Pangolin. He is now a 3/3 on attack.
Okay. I'll block with my other moon-eating puppy.
I'm declaring blockers. Tap
I'm
2.
assuming I'm gonna do
Breath of
that.
Fire deals 2 damage to target. Wait,
It's a 3/3.
that won't matter. Never mind. I will just trade.
We'll trade?
I can't block your thing anyway, so
That's true. Is that it?
yeah.
This is a very fast game. My burbs putting in some work. I got an island. Now, I have Mu Yanling. So this is my Planeswalker. Her +2 is target creature can't be blocked this turn. -3 is draw 2 cards. -10 tap all creatures your opponents control. You take an extra turn after this one. So I was actually considering putting this in Hilda when I made Hilda forever ago, but I realized Planeswalkers are kind of hard to get off because everyone's like, oh my god, a Planeswalker!
Die.
I can tick her up this round, right?
Yes.
It's been so long since
It can't be blocked, by my board.
Yeah, but I do get the tick up effect, which is really what matters. So I'm going to swing at you for 1 with my burb.
+2 can't be blocked. That's a pretty dang good effect for a +2.
I'm actually surprised it's +2 as well. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like usually it's a +1.
I mean, granted, you have a -10, but still.
Yeah.
So you're at 7.
Yep. With no defenders, because my burb is tapped.
Well, against my board.
You have a great board state right now, Jeremy.
I'm gonna
so
tap.
many creatures.
I'm gonna tap 2 and Breath of. Never mind.
Because it's not
It's
a creature. You're just like, I want to use fire.
I just want to use the damn Breath of Fire.
You really you're that wizard who thinks you can solve fireball, like everything with fireball, but you just can't solve everything with fireball.
I have 6.
You have 6 mana. So you're catching up, Jeremy. I also have no cards in hand. There is nothing here. Nothing here. What will you do? What will you do, Jeremiah?
I don't know.
You look like you've got a lot of options because you're reading much text. Much
I
text.
don't have anything with reach. I'm going to swing.
Swing.
Sorry, I'm gonna tap. All
I'm like,
this
with
mana.
what?
I'm gonna swing this mana at you.
Ow.
I'm gonna gambit you.
No.
And I'm gonna play Earth-Shaking Sea.
What does that do?
Yes. Earth-Shaking yes. It has trample and 5/5.
So
That what it do.
so it's gonna murder my burb if it hits my burb.
Well, you have to block with it. You don't have to.
That's true.
But I
is-
can swing at your planeswalker. And
Yeah.
even if you block with your burb, some stuff will get through. And I will pass my turn.
Okay.
I wonder if you have the equivalent card that allows you to go get your planeswalker.
3, 4, 5. I have Brilliant Plan. I'm just gonna draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's another bad card. I mean, you draw 3 cards, but it's worse than Harmonize.
So
Is it? Actually? What is Harmonize's converted mana cost? Somebody in the chat.
I feel like it's 5. I think it's fairly high, but yeah.
It may be 4.
I just put another guy on the thing. Oh, I forgot to untap my burb.
I don't want to mess around with my windows to look it up. But
I'm gonna go with
I'm
9.
going to.
Oh, I feel like you might regret that. So I ticked it up to 9, so you cannot block me. Not like you could before, but I'm going to swing at you for 1. You forgot to put MTG. That was your problem, man.
We now know what the definition of the word harmonize is.
What is it, guys?
Converted mana cost of harmonize is 4.
I was 1
so
off.
it is worse than harmonize.
I have officially swung at you for 1. Unblockable. Yow.
The unblockable
Burb.
burb.
This burb is putting in so much work.
We're going to untap. We're going to draw a land. Ooh, we didn't draw a land. Okay. Oh, and you have no blockers.
I have no blockers.
So I can just swing outright at your...
Yeah, so that is a thing you can do.
Yeah. I am going to finally...
Cast a creature?
I mean, I've cast creatures. I'm going to finally cast something with reach. Bigger than your burb.
Insanity. It just has reach. That's all it has.
Yeah, it just has reach. It's literally in there just to deal with your bird.
And it explains what it does on these. Like, you don't see that.
Because they're
right?
starter kits. It's
Yeah.
just like this one just says trample, and it explains trample.
Yeah.
I will swing at your... How much open mana do you have?
2.
In white.
2
But
what?
you don't have a path. You don't have Path to Exile or Swords to Plowshares in that deck. I'd be annoyed if you did.
Because usually this is the part of the game where Jeremy thinks he's going to do something cool, and then I just screw it up for him because I'm evil.
I'm going to swing my guy at your Planeswalker.
For 5.
Yeah.
Putting her down to 4.
I mean, you could have the lesser ones, which are like the two white ones or the colorless and white that do like 4 damage or destroy target creature or whatever.
I feel like they should have thrown some removal in these decks just so people get used to having removal.
Yeah, but it
you
shouldn't
never
be.
know.
It shouldn't be like super mana efficient removal.
No. Is that
Unless
all?
you're gonna put it in both, but green red doesn't usually have that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's both.
Wow, I just drew the same card I drew last time. So this is a land that enters tapped. It's Meandering River. It's like a very like Zen aesthetic. Look at that.
Meandering river.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna tap 2 to put in a Welkin Turn, which also has flying and can block only creatures with flying. So you must have flyers in there. They wouldn't put a card in there that could only block other flyers.
I probably have a phoenix because a lot of my artwork has phoenixes in it.
That would make sense. But then again, you know, sometimes things defy logic.
The Breath of Fire that I've tried to play multiple times has like a snake and a bird that's breathing fire. So I maybe have that.
I do think you have snakes in there because I was considering putting them in Ophelia.
Are you doing anything?
So I did the unblockable for 1.
Oh, now that unblockable matters. Anything else?
That's it.
This is where I start to win. What? I don't want one of those.
Don't forget to untap your trampler.
I've seen that so many times already. You left yourself without a blocker.
I did. I did leave myself without a blocker.
Okay. I am going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to play Asian Child.
What the heck, Jeremy?
I am going to +1 Asian Child.
Die. Not that kind of, you know what I meant. There are die in that box, not I want you to die. This is a really
big one. I think I'm going to instead use this.
Slightly more table-friendly one.
And I'm going to +1 to give this +2. And I'm going to... Oh, I did tap 5 for that. That's rough. And I'm going to swing my 7/7 Trampler at your Planeswalker to kill it, hopefully.
Yeah, I got it.
Die, Planeswalker, die!
I just want to point out, I feel like yours isn't that as bad, but there is some slight furling. Is the only note.
I could have just swung 7 damage at you.
You could have.
But I didn't.
You did not. Is that it?
Yes.
Burb.
But now you can't make your bird unblockable.
That's true. What do I get now? I'm going to...
I have 1 red mana. Everybody knows what you play with 1 red mana. I actually don't know. I can't come up with anything off the top of my head that you play with 1 red mana. This card I have in my hand is 1 red mana and will end your game if you swing at me. I promise you.
I'm going to play Drown in Shapelessness.
Don't you dare.
Return target creature to its owner's hand. I'm going to put your Ricci Boy back in your hand.
Sure.
Dude.
I'm going to 7/7 at you next turn.
I know.
You're gonna swing at me with 1 damage rather than leave the bird there to block 3 of my incoming damage.
Fine. I'll hit you for 2 with my thing that can't block you anyway.
I mean but that is enough toughness. I feel like it's statted like that specifically because I have tramplers.
Probably. I also have no cards left in hand, and it is your turn.
Okay.
So, this is the earth. It is very round, you might say.
I draw. I play forest.
You do play forest. I'm waiting for lifelink. I feel like in white there should be at least 1 lifelink guy.
But I don't think that's what your deck do.
I don't even know what my deck do right now. You make
could
pesky
make my
flying
dog,
boy.
but my dog is just not like all that. I don't know. I can also.
You can also.
Until end of turn, target creature gains
trample and XX, where X is the number of lands you control.
You forgot to make your guy.
You have nothing in hand.
Nope.
Oh.
I literally just said that, Jeremy.
Oh. Two. How many lands? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's 12.
Yes. Jeremy can math sometimes. It's amazing.
Oh.
What are you gonna do, Jeremy?
I'm gonna win.
Probably.
I'm gonna -5 this to give this plus 7 plus 7 and swing at you with a 12 with
And
trample.
Just block with the burb.
So what does that drop you?
9.
Ooh.
You aggressively stole my... No, it's 9. What are you doing? Jeremy, what the heck, man? I know you want to win, but don't cheat to do it.
I didn't win.
You did not.
Wait, I'm not done yet.
I'm just moving my lands around. Relax.
I'm going to... Oh, this is dead.
Oh, yeah, my burb is dead. You put in a lot of good work, man. You are a faithful bird. Oh, I did notice there's another bird flying toward the first burb in the corner.
Burbception. I have 4 and 3. I can do both. I am going to tap 3 to play Journey for the Elixir again, and I'm going to go grab Asian Boy from my graveyard, and I'm going to see if the bottom card... Oh, the bottom card is not a forest. Ah, that card is a forest, though, and that forest is going to go into my hand.
Wow.
You can grab lands from your graveyard in this, which is kind of cool. So
I feel like that's weird too, considering like the only way they would wind up there, I imagine, is if you had to discard. I can't imagine there's land destruction in a starter kit.
Like sacrificing your lands, yeah.
Or anything like that.
But I guess they wanted to make it like easy, so it's you can search your library and graveyard for this card, and might as well just do the same thing for the basic land, which probably won't come up very often. But this will go into here. Then I will tap 4. And I will play Giant Spider.
It's literally just called Giant Spider.
Yeah.
I thought you were just saying it was a spider and it happened to be giant, and that you were like characterizing the nature of the spider, but that's actually the name of it.
I realized I could have done that, put it back on the field, +1, and gotten 2 extra damage off. But
I think you're gonna wind up winning anyway.
I will +1 and give this +2 until end of turn.
Okay.
But note, I could have done an additional 2 damage if I was smarter.
That it?
Yes.
Do I get a helpful thing? Let's find out. Oh, God. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
I'm going to give you a little hint. You know that this is a forest because I grabbed it. Half of the rest of my deck is Raging Pangolins.
Stormcloud Spirit. It's just like a bird made out of clouds. It's actually pretty cool looking. Just has flying. It's another flyer.
This would be kind of difficult to go up against that deck if you were just getting your flyers out. And then, I mean, you're making them unblockable anyway, so even if they aren't flyers.
I just have pretty flying things. Yeah.
Okay, we untap.
You're grounded in reality and also grounded in general because you don't have wings.
We draw.
But apparently that spider is so big, it can make a big enough web to catch me.
Yeah, what's a giant spider? Well, I guess it doesn't say giant spider, but I get the impression it's a giant spider because that looks like a giant eagle that it's killing. So
creepy spider. I don't like spider.
I am going to
do what, Jeremy?
kill my child again.
That sounds
to
very questionable.
After I played this to +8/+8 my trampler.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if there's anything I can do prior to swinging it. You have nothing in hand?
Nope.
All right, so we're just going to end it.
We're going to end it?
Yeah. I'm going to, and I could just do it the other way, but I'm going to Cleansing Screech your bird, deal 4 damage to it, which I could just directly deal 4 damage to your face, but I want to kill you with Earth-Shaking Yi, or C.
How big is it?
It is a 13/13.
So I block 1 and just die.
You can't because it doesn't have flying, so you can't block it.
Oh, that's right.
So you'll take 13 to the face.
That's so rude.
Raging Pangolins. They didn't make it back onto the field. A Mountain and Breath of Fire. I had this. These two were in my opening hand. This was in my opening hand.
Well, I've played everything I had because, everything on the field. So this one's funny. It's called Vivid Flying Fish. It's a fish lizard that has a
Oh, here's the guy.
flying as long as it's attacking. Oh, yeah.
Breath of Fire.
Oh, and then the best ones, the Armored Whirl Turtle is 0/5, so basically defender with no text.
Ooh, a useless card if you don't have your Planeswalker on the field. Also a useless card if you don't have your Planeswalker.
Oh, this
on
one
the
isn't
field.
that bad. Dragon's Presence deals 5 damage to target attacking or blocking creature. It's for 3. It actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah. That's the kind of like removal that I was expecting this.
So
this is not actually a bad snake if you don't have it in
I was considering it, yeah. Like, it looks like my removal, I'm just going through the cards I have, is more like return creatures to target's hand or owner's hand. Oh, and then I do have this one, search your library and or graveyard for a card named Mu Yanling, reveal it and put it into your hand. So I have removal with the getting the card, whereas you had
Oh, look, they have not only 4 copies of Reckless Pangolin, but a card that features Reckless Pangolin on it.
what's it called? Ramp and grabbing that card. Oh, here's a yak. Little yak.
It's maybe the most vanilla cards I've seen in one place.
Oh, yeah. Here's my 9-tailed white fox. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. So that's pretty standard, like, blue feature is just drawing cards.
This is kind of cool looking. It's a vanilla creature, but...
Yeah, I mean, I had a crab. When it dies, I get to draw a card. It's purple. Oh,
this deals 1 damage to any creature, which is not bad.
I have a Kieran with flying. Whenever it attacks another target creature you control, gains flying until end of turn.
This I've seen. This is my removal. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. It doesn't say any target, though. Ooh, here's a cat beast.
And then I have an aura. Enchanted creature can't be blocked. And then a dragon, which is a 5/6. Whenever one or more creatures you control attack, you gain 1 life for each attacking creature. There's the life link. There it is. We were waiting.
Here's the phoenix.
Show it to the people.
It's the screeching phoenix that is doing the cleansing screech.
So I think the way they try to balance it is, like, my stuff has a lot of flying. They gave you reach to counteract it for the most part.
I have trample.
And you have trample to deal with the fact that I'm probably going to get a bunch of flyers out that you can't do anything
There's
with.
basically no ramp in here besides those 2 copies of Journey for the Elixir. That's the only ramp that's in here, which is unusual for green, but it also does grab your Planeswalker. So, I mean, if I'm going to be playing a deck that runs a copy of... Because you only need to run 1 copy of it because you can grab it from your deck and your graveyard.
Right.
So as long as it's not getting exiled, you can just grab it.
Right.
So if you do like that card, you can just run that as your ramp and grab your Planeswalker and grab a land, though the land does not go onto the battlefield, which is kind of the trade-off. So it's not really ramp. It's just making you not miss a land drop.
Which is beneficial.
I had 2 of them in my opening hand, Journey for the Elixirs.
But I think that's how they did it. Like, your stuff is definitely much stronger than mine because I had a bunch of, like, 1s and 2s.
But they also all fly.
But most of my stuff flies. And then I have this, like, little vanilla turtle boy who's just basically a wall.
And I will say, having flyers when the deck is built around planeswalkers is very valuable because it's harder to block them and you can just swing at the planeswalkers all day. But it's also balanced by having... Did your tutor allow you to get it out of the graveyard too?
Yeah. Like, I think it was the same thing, but I just drew a card. I'll find it right now. Yeah, return up to 2 target creatures to the owner's hand. So that was my version of removal because I had much smaller creatures. Search your library and or graveyard for Mu Yanling and put it into your hand.
I'd be kind of interested to play these decks, make them better and play these decks, but the requirement is we have to have those planeswalkers in them.
Yeah.
And but work on improving them.
Like get rid of the vanilla stuff.
Yeah, get rid of the vanilla stuff. Play it in those colors. Keep the same number of cards. Maybe not change the lands base is another, or maybe allow us to just swap out the tap lands. And then maybe revisit this at another time. That would be kind of interesting.
I think overall, like, they're great starters because, like, even very simplistic keywords, which people see all the time, like the evergreen ones, like flying, they explain that for players who, like, have never seen this before and don't know what they're doing. We're doing it in order of release. Okay. I think they balanced it really well with, like, the different, like, big creatures versus flyers that can just, like, slowly whittle away. Like, I think, like, overall, it's a very well-balanced set for beginners.
Yeah, that's not bad. And it's fun enough to play. Like, and I would be interested to, like, just upgrading them, just one for one kind of upgrading. Maybe with a budget or something.
The blue, like, if you can get it off, the blue Planeswalker is significantly better than the green one.
It's just so hard to ultimate a Planeswalker.
Yeah.
Hi, Tisha Valenza, aka Poison Ivy, and you've just been watching King's Entertainment Reviews. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch.